Yo, what's up YouTube? It's No Jitsu here, back with another video, and today we have episode number 1 of the Madden 22 Atlanta Falcons franchise. This is going to be a fun series. I hope you all guys like it, and before we start anything off, I want to make sure y'all drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Dropping a like helps us out, just helps the series grow, and see if we can maybe get some more people on the channel with the series. But I'm also going to leave a link to my Discord in the description and the pinned comment, because that's where you're going to be able to get custom players and stuff. And if you don't have it, you can leave a comment down below, but that's where I want you to leave it, is in the Discord. But yeah, let's get into this with the Atlanta Falcons. Today we'll just be going over the roster, maybe a practice game or a preseason, we'll see. There's our coach. He's going to be Coach Noel, and we're going to be running on all Madden difficulty for this franchise series. We're going to start in the preseason. Here we go. Now we're going to go over the roster for our Atlanta Falcons. Quarterback, we got Matt Ryan. Backups, AJ McCarron, Felipe Frank. I'm more excited to see how Felipe Frank does, even though he's a 59. Maybe he can do something in preseason. At the running back position, we have Mike Davis, Cordero Patterson, the rookie, who I'm really excited about, Javion Hawkins, Quadri Wilson, and Caleb Huntley. At wide receiver, we have Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, Tajay Sharp, Aladamai Zacchaeus, Trevor Davis, Frank Darby, who I'm super excited to try out in preseason, Antonio Nunn, and Christian Blake. Tight end, of course, the new big name for this team after trading away Julio Jones, Kyle Pitts. You got Hayden Hurst, Lee Smith. At left tackle, we have Jake Matthews. This is the spot we really need to upgrade, is the offensive line. We have, that's bad right there. Josh Andrews. Center, we have Matt Hennessy. Right guard, Chris Lindstrom. Right tackle, Caleb McGarry. I'm probably going to end up playing Mayfield at guard or something. Left end, we have John Kaminsky, DeAndre Senat. Right end, we have Grady Jarrett, Marlon Davidson, Taquan Graham. Defensive tackle, we have Tyler Davidson, Chris Slayton, Olivier Sakapolu, and John Ankins. At left outside linebacker, we have Brandon Copeland. Couple other young guys. Middle linebacker, we have Deion Jones, Foyesada Luakon, Micah Walker, Errol Thompson. Right outside linebacker, we have Dante Fowler, Stephen Means. Quarterback, Fabian Moreau, AJ Terrell, Isaiah Oliver, Kendall Sheffield. Free safety, we have Richie Grant, who's going to start from day one there. He is a beast. Glad we drafted him. At strong safety, Deron Harmon, pretty good. Probably a guy we'll end up trading, though, around the deadline, because he's just a guy you could probably get a good return for, and I don't expect us to be good here year one. Of course, you got Younghoe Koo and this guy at punter. But that's the roster. Super excited. It looks really good. Here we're going to make a quick signing to help out the receiving corps. It's going to be Kenny Stills on $2.85 million, 29 years old, hoping he can add some depth, maybe help mentor the young guys. And we sign him. Now on Madden, there is a complete coaching staff, which is amazing. That is going to be so much fun to use. We have us, Coach Noel. Right now, our offensive coordinator is Henry Brock, and our defensive coordinator is Jim Nichols. This is going to be cool to check out and stuff. Excited for it, definitely. But before we get into anything, I want to first check out some of that and look deeper at the stats of some of the key players on this team. We'll start with Grady Jarrett, the best defender on this team, the key piece of the defense. 28 years old, superstar development, right end, Grady Jarrett. He's going to be big for us. If you look at the stats, 93 power moves, 94 acceleration, 91 strength. He's a strong guy. He's going to get to the pass. He's going to get to the quarterback. He's going to make plays, and he's going to be a key piece in this Atlanta Falcons rebuild. We also got Calvin Ridley, who's also going to be the key piece on offense. 26 years old, superstar development, 88 overall, and he's good at everything. Speed, catching, route running. He's an all-around great player and will also help out this team in this rebuild. My guy Debo, one of my favorite players on the team, of course, since I'm a Falcons fan, and 87 overall, star development, 26 years old. He, as well, is going to be a big piece to this rebuild. Very fast for a linebacker. He's going to be a good user, maybe, for our team, and just make some plays in the middle linebacker position. Matt Ryan, I want to talk about him. Matt Ryan's amazing. He's going to be great for us this first year. But I am definitely not afraid from moving on from him pretty soon for a younger QB. He's 36, 85 overall still, star development, but you know he's going to tank an overall this offseason. And if we check out his contract, he's got $26 million this year, 48, 43, way too much money. If I could maybe move him on this cheaper contract this year, I don't want to, but if it comes to that around the trade deadline, I might have to think about doing that. We've got Mike Davis at running back. He'll be starting as a running back 1. He's going to be a good guy for at least a season. His contract looks like this 2 years of Mike Davis. We'll like that a ton. Then here we go, the number 4 pick, one of the highest drafted tight ends ever, Kyle Pitts. He is going to be a staple in our offense. 20 years old, hidden development, 81 overall. He's fast, great hands, great route running. He's going to be another major piece in this rebuild to try to get this team to Super Bowl glory. I want to take a closer look at some of the rookies, and we'll start with Javion Hawkins at running back. He's probably going to be our RB2 all year. 71 overall, 21 years old. He's going to be a great starting overall for a rookie, fast, elusive running back for the team. Jalen Mayfield at right tackle. He could maybe develop and become a good offensive lineman for us. 21 years old. He's a strong guy. We can maybe develop all the other technical skills and make him a pretty good right tackle for this team. Here at right end, we have Taquan Graham out of Texas, 22 years old, 67 overall. He could maybe develop into something. Not very great right now, but he's got some decent acceleration, good tackling, and strength to start off with. Maybe he can blossom into something very good at the pass rusher position for this team. So we have Adek Tokunbo Agunjizi, 22-year-old linebacker out of Notre Dame. He was a draft pick for the Falcons in real life, and I could see him being very good, even though low overall. If he gets his playing time and just get some reps in practice, get some reps in games, he could develop into a elite linebacker for our team. Here's a look at Darren Hall, cornerback out of San Diego State, 21 years old. We definitely need DB help, and he could definitely fill that role for us with the 90 speed and 91 jumping. Free safety, one of my favorite players we got in the draft, Richie Grant out of UCF, 23 years old, but he is a all-around great safety, fast, great acceleration, and he hits people. If you go watch his highlights from UCF, they are fun to watch, and he'll be a fun player to use in this series. Here are our upcoming draft picks. We have our pick 1 this year, 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, and a future 4 here. Pretty good draft capital, and I think we can add on to that with players at the deadline, unless we're good like Jerron Harmon. That's a major guy. Depending on how bad we are and how some of the other guys are doing, maybe a Mike Davis or even a Matt Ryan. But we are going to play the first preseason game in this one versus the Tennessee Titans. So we're going to get to see some of Julio Jones and, of course, get to see some of our rookies play. Here we go. First game of Madden 22.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Titans and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and we
Let's
finally made
go.
a partner through
Much
the
better
winter, through the
beginning to
spring,
start the
now
game
into
on
the
the
summer,
chance.
and football finally back.
And here we go. Football is back, and we're on the PS5. And the Titans kick it off for the first preseason game for our Atlanta Falcons. Cordero Patterson returning it at the 17.
Inside the 20, good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first
Here we go.
time, and leading them as he
Running the
has
first
since
play of the
2008 is
series.
veteran quarterback, former MVP Matt Ryan.
Kenny Stills, who we picked up. Matt Ryan sacked on the first play. Not much time to start. And that shows, again, what we know, our weakness in that offensive line.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
Sack for the Tennessee Titans. We're going to run a 5 wide here on 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down.
Dump it off to Kenny Stills here. A gain of 10. We're going to run that. We're going to run a hurry up here.
Now it's Ryan.
Same play again. We're going to dump off to Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills running. And gains a few yards. 4th and 2. Early in this one. We're going to get a little crazy here to start us off here in the preseason. And go for it. And Ridley catches it, and that's our first down. We're going to start this whole first drive of the preseason here. Hand off to Mike Davis. Ooh, he gets nowhere.
Pure frustration. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 here.
Ryan.
And that will be the first catch for Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of a few, and we get the first grab by Kyle Pitts in the series and of his career. Matt Ryan here in the 3rd and 4. Gonna check down to Kenny Stills, who's been a major target here early. Another catch for him. Good drive so far.
To throw is Ryan.
Matt Ryan running. Matt Ryan gets out of the pocket. And a good run from Matty Ice. 13 yards. Great work so far from the offense. But what we know is this offense is going to be elite. Ooh, Davis evades a runner and gains a couple. But even if this team's bad, the offense is going to be good. We're going to score a lot. We're going to have a horrible defense. I mean, we have so many weapons here. Even Cordero Patterson, who's a running back, is a very good receiver as well. And he gets 15 there. Matt Ryan 6 for 6 in the opening drive of the preseason.
This first drive, they're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
No, I didn't mean to toss it up, and it's picked. He just threw it up, and a great drive ends in an interception by the Titans. All right, all right, guys, we're gonna jump ahead a little later in this game. 21-0 Tennessee. It has not been good. I've simmed a little bit. Felipe Frank's now in with some of the backups. Incomplete. That's the draft class. Pitts, Grant, Jalen Mayfield, Darren Hall, Drew Dahlman, Taquan Graham.
The Falcons draft class for 2021.
Let's see what we can do with the backups here in.
Point of the draft. What would the Falcons do it for? Many thought this was a spot to take their QB.
And he got sacked.
And the Titans able to bring him
wow.
Jayon Brown.
Even the backup offensive line is not doing good either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Davis to another one in Orlando. The coach.
Let's see what we can do here. Just going to throw one up to Kyle Pitts. He's just too good. And he dropped it. And someone's hurt. Spriggs. Wow. Drop from Kyle Pitts. Not looking good so far, even for the youngsters. Oh, here we are a little bit later, and this game is ugly. This team is just not ready, and good little dump off there, Javion Hawkins. Maybe I just need to be playing a lot of this, more of this game, but it's preseason. I wanted to see what they can actually do. But in this episode, we're going to go through the whole preseason and get prepared for the next episode being opening day. Horrible pass. What are you doing, Felipe?
Picked off at the 48, and they will be set up now as
wow.
He brings this thing all the
Felipe Franks does not look good at all.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
Dump one off to Javion. He's been good though. Hawkins.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make
at everything really.
Down.
Pretty proud of Javion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That's another run, and he draws at the face mask.
Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, you hate that.
Jump it over to the 11th. Can we score?
With the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything.
We're gonna run it with Javion.
But the hand gets up just a little too high.
Javion!
Get
him a few.
And that's gonna get called every time.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on.
We're gonna hit it back off here to Javion again.
Hawkins.
And he just runs into the O-line.
Maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Trying it again. He's probably tired, but we got to find this in there. Touchdown! Finally, we score, and of course, it's Javion Hawkins, the only guy who can do anything good this game. Javion Hawkins with the first score of the series. And that game was bad. Watching that as I simmed it was horrible. Even when I played, bad passes, bad plays. But we'll go through the stats anyway. Felipe Franks was awful. 14 for 31, 131, 6 picks. I didn't even notice he threw that many when I was simming, but Matt Ryan wasn't bad when he had the chance to play. Rushing, Brian Hill had a good day. 23 rushes, 79 yards. Hawkins, 8 rushes, 18 yards, a touchdown. Pretty much it for the running game. Receiving, A.J. Brown had 1 catch for 75. Pitts was all right. Hawkins again was good. Zacchaeus, but got hurt. Yikes. Defensive, tackles, sacks, but not a great game overall for us in the first preseason game. We have one new injury here. Olanamai Zacchaeus, partial PCL tear. That is tough, but he'll be back in 6 weeks. Something I didn't show earlier, but is really cool, is this new talent trees. You got one for the head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and player personnel. And as you go along, you unlock staff points, which you can use to buy upgrades to help out your team. Here we head to a player meeting. We took Chris Lindstrom in the first round. Think he could be a big piece for me. He's a little raw, but we are hoping you can help him out. Pass blocking. Let's see what's moving. Pass block power. That's cool. Alright. Here we are after the Dolphins game we lost 24-10, and Javion Hawkins suffered a horrible injury of a broken collarbone. That hurts a ton, because I was really hoping to see. Alright, after the preseason, we went 0-3. We weren't very good. We're going to check out some stats, though. Matt Ryan, 26 for 48, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 picks. Yikes. Adrian McCarron, 25 for 43, 286 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Yikes. Felipe Franks, 14 completions, 31 attempts, 131 yards, 6 picks. Goodness. Not good from our quarterbacks. Rushing, Mike Davis, 21 rushes, 60 yards, a touchdown. Javion Hawkins, 10 rushes, 31 yards, a touchdown. Cordero Patterson wasn't bad. Alright. Receiving, Calvin Ridley, 6 catches, 131, a touchdown. Gage is good. Frank Darby was good. Good work from receivers. Okay. Defense, Aluakon was amazing. Alright. Sacks, Grady Jarrett. Interceptions, no one. So that is the preseason statistics for the team. Alright, time to make our 20 cuts This should start off easy. Josh Harris is cut. Willie Beavers is cut. William Sweet is cut. Emmanuel Ellerby is cut. John Atkins is cut. This is where it gets tough. Christian Blake. No. Ooh. I'm going to cut Trevor Davis. 14 more cuts, yikes. I'll come back once I'm finished with these. The first trade of the series, we're shipping old right outside linebacker Stephen Means to the Colts for a 6th round pick. It's really just because I needed to cut people and I didn't want to just cut them. I wanted to see if I could get something for them, and we got the 6th for Stephen Means. Another trade is trading Green, our 3rd string free safety, and a 2023 7th for a 2023 6th round pick. The next trade we're going to do is a Tyler Davidson defensive tackle. Costs a little more money and is a little older, and a 3rd string strong safety for a younger, solid defensive tackle in Elliott. Something I'm personally noticing that I'm really liking is this reaction section, and there's so many like trade rumors, and it's like real life, like they're confirming deals that aren't actually true. As you see here, I'll use this as an example. Still not finalized, but hearing Kareem Hunt may be of interest to the Ravens. Then you see right here, multiple sources confirm that the Rams and Cleveland are close to a trade, including Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt leaving Cleveland. Hunt to the Buccaneers. Hunt to the Bills. Like, this is really cool. We're going to make a signing here. Javelin Guidry off the Jets practice squad. 69 overall, 23 years old, in his 2nd season. I think this could be a good addition. He could grow a ton for us. The last trade we're going to do of the video is trading Copeland. I know he's a 72 left outside linebacker, but we needed to clear roster space. He has a pretty big contract, and we already have 3 linebackers, so he'd be a backup. We traded him with a tight end we're not going to use for a young 22-year-old, 67 overall center that's probably going to start at left guard for us, and a 6th round draft pick for the upcoming draft. I think it was a pretty good trade. I know I said we were done making trades, but we're going to make one last one for this video. Trading Tuioti Mariner and a 7th for a 4th round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles. The reason I did that trade was because we moved Aluakon to the outside linebacker position, meaning that there was no real need for that guy anymore. And we are going to go sign former Falcon Devondre Campbell to be our backup middle linebacker. That'll do it for episode 1 of the Atlanta Falcons Brotherhood Rebuild franchise series here on Madden 22 on the PS5. Next episode we'll have week 1, Philly versus Atlanta. It's going to be a fun one to get this season underway. But again, if you enjoyed this video, guys, drop a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.